Okay, so hi everybody, and I want to welcome you to our official Zoom room for our Eat, Move, Go, Get Fit 21 challenge. And I'm so delighted that you're all going to be a part of this. My name is Jan Bloom, and for those of you that don't know me, I'm coming to you from Boca Raton, Florida. I've been in the healthcare industry for over 25 years, mostly focused on preventive health and wellness. And I developed the medical providers program for a major global preventive health company. I'm married to a medical doctor, so I work in healthcare. I'm married to healthcare, and I love what I do. I'm especially thrilled with the direction that my career has gone over the last 18 months with an extraordinary program that's been an incredible adjunct to what I've done with all the medical providers in my career. And it's given me the privilege of working with people that I have never had experience working with until this program had evolved. And this is a group of people that have a very special passion in their heart and in their gut for helping other people. They have, at some point in their lives, they decided to become health coaches, lifestyle coaches. And the interesting part about this group of people is that each one that I have met has never been somebody that grew up as a little kid and said, when I grow up, I want to be a health coach. These are people that had extraordinary careers and still do, but something in their lives turned them in this direction that it almost became a calling, that they wanted to learn as much as they could about health, nutrition, fitness, and then apply that to helping others. And the stories that I've had over the time that I've been working with various health coaches, I feel like I could write the coolest book because their stories and their reasons are so different and their passion just is oozing out of them. And so it's been very satisfying for me to work with them, and not just work with them on a personal level, but to watch them really rise and shine with the program Get Fit 21. And I have to tell you that all of you that are going to be part of their program, you are blessed beyond. These are people that are going to be teaching you principles every single day, things that maybe some of you already know, but you're going to hear it a little differently. You're not going to hear about it just once, but you're going to gain multiple perspectives from multiple coaches. Every coach knows the principles to teach, but what's really neat is that they have their own style, their own passion, their own belief, their own little twist, and they know how to shake it up, mix it up, and throw it at you in a way that, might resonate with one of you and not with the other, but the next coach will. And that's what's neat, is the diversity of the group, the culture that's created. And so what we're going to be doing over the next 21 days is having this journey together. It's a journey to improve health internally, physically, mentally, and it's going to be a journey that's done together with multiple people. And you guys are from all over the country. You've never met. You don't know each other, some of you. And the neat thing about this is the whole journey is going to be done in a very safe place. I want you to visualize that for the next 21 days, every single day, you're going into a room. There's no one there but you and these people. And anything you say and anything you do and anything you post is going to be kept private, just in that room, just for the group of people that are part of the Eat, Move, Go 21-day program. So I want you to know that this is a very safe place. I also want you to know that you're going to learn things about nutrition that is going to be unique and things that you maybe never heard before. And I want to highlight just one thing that I really want you to pay attention to when you see it taught through the program, because you're actually going to begin applying it tomorrow. And it's something that you're going to be taught called the 4-4-12. And it's a principle that you're going to learn about that's going to be critical for your long-term success, not just in the program, but moving forward beyond the program. And it's a science on a way of living your life from a eating and health perspective that maybe you've never seen or heard about before. Also, You guys, if you haven't gotten it yet, you're probably going to be receiving a large tub of the complete, whether you got vanilla or you got chocolate or you got vegan. And so if you don't have yours yet because it hasn't arrived, if you can follow along starting tomorrow, if you have something in your home that could be a substitute just until yours arrives, please do that so you can follow along with what you're going to be learning from the coaches. Now, what I want to do is 2 more things before I turn this over and introduce you to the other people involved. I want to ask each of you to introduce yourselves, not our coaches, but those of you that are here as a guest. I'm going to call on Elaine. If you can unmute yourself and just share your background, and that's you, Elaine Camacho. I see you up there. I'm going to unmute you, so this way you can just kind of tell us where you're from, what your background is, and what would be your objective in the 21-day program.
Awesome, yeah. So, I'm Elaine Camacho. I live in Jacksonville, Florida. I graduated with my bachelor's in public health health science. And my focus is in public health, health education, and I also minored in psychology as well. After my graduation, I ended up as a health coach with a local company here, but it's not too similar to this in the aspect where you're following a certain group for 21 days. It was more of like a touch and go. We see them at like 20 minutes to an hour and then we leave. So one thing that I want to learn from here is following up with people and encouraging them on their way to health, as opposed to, let's see where you're at right now, maybe I'll see you next year. That's where I'm at right now. That's what I want to do with Get Fit 21.
Great, Elaine, thank you so much. And I think that you're going to really enjoy the daily communication because it gives you an opportunity to have the satisfaction of seeing that communication and people in action versus waiting a year to see somebody. Yeah. I mean, I've talked to health coaches and dietitians, and people say, oh, it kills them the whole week. They have to wait till they talk to the person. So I'm glad that that's important to you. And I just want you to take your health coach hat off while you're going through the program. And I want you to come at it as a client with a real objective to accomplish something, because that way you will be able to even more authentically inspire the people that you'll eventually work with. Yeah. So, okay. So now, James Lewis?
Yeah.
Where are you from? What do you do? Tell us about you.
I'm from New Jersey.
Yay!
And I work in Department of Corrections in New Jersey. So I've been doing that for 16 years. And Get Fit 21 is something along my lines because, I'm all about health before wealth. Got a few YouTube pages. That's what I promote. And Instagram and everything like that. So Get Fit 21, what Dan turned me on to, it was kind of like, okay, I can see what this thing's about. And I like to inspire, motivate, and let's get this thing going because health is before wealth. Health is wealth. So in doing that, we need accountability partners, and this kind of serves that platform for that. So somebody can kind of coach you on from all over the world. So with the internet and everything, this is like a good fit for Get Fit 21. So I'm gonna see what it's about.
James, I love what you want to see, and I also I love what you said about health is wealth. I always say that your most precious asset is not the investments that you have in the bank or property or materialistic things, because none of that means anything if you don't have your good health to enjoy it.
Absolutely.
So I'm with you on that one.
All right.
And also I'm with you on the Jersey thing. Not exit off the Garden State.
Okay. Beautiful.
All right. So Leslie, how are you? You beautiful woman sitting there. Where are you from? And tell us about you.
Can you hear me?
Perfectly.
Okay, good. I live in St. Augustine, Florida, and but I just recently moved down here about a year ago from Jacksonville. So I met Carla. She's actually a spin instructor, as you know, and I've been doing spin for the last 9 years. And my fitness level is, I think at its best that it's probably ever been. When I was younger, I wasn't much into working out or getting in shape. And so that kind of came later in my life. I was married. I'm divorced, almost 9 years. I have 2 kids. And for me, I just want to learn more about what triggers good eating habits, bad eating habits. And I want to learn more about that, because that's always been my downfall, is that, like, I know the good things to eat. I know what's not good to eat, but I'm always slipping. And so I'm always wanting to find a better lifestyle. And so for me, the Get Fit 21 was something that I thought, well, it's not 6 months. Maybe this will be a good 21 days where I could go start to finish and figure out, the things that I need to figure out for myself as far as eating and stuff. And it's hard because I've got 2 kids, so there's always not the best of food in the house, at times. And so for me, I think the challenge is just to have a better, healthy lifestyle eating wise.
Wow. I think it's so interesting. I mean, you look like the picture of health, and you said you're in great shape. And here you are, a spinning instructor, but yet hungry and thirsty for learning more nutritional things that you can do better. And I appreciate that, because most of the people that I've met that are in fitness or in group construction, and I would assume they know everything. So
yeah, no.
I have so much respect for you that you say, I don't know everything, and that you still want to learn. And I really believe the simplicity of this program. You will learn the fundamental things that, like I said at the beginning of the conversation, you might already know, but it just might be presented and spun in a different way that might resonate with you. And as you're getting coached on this content from the 4 different coaches that are part of the program, and hearing their perspective and giving their insights, I think that some of them might resonate with you, and you'll be very surprised at what you learn. So I'm really delighted that you're here, and you come from the oldest city in the United States, St. Augustine.
Yes, I do.
So we're glad that you're here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And so I think what we'll do is we're going to go to the Midwest. We've got a little Midwest here in the room. Had the pleasure of having a phone conversation with this gentleman, Cody. And what a delightful person. And so I'll let you find that out for yourself. Cody, tell us a little bit about your background, why you're here, what you want to accomplish, your objective for the 21 days.
Hey guys, so I'm Cody Hagberg. I'm actually calling from my car at work. I'm on break.
Yeah, we see your sunroof.
Yeah. So, I never really cared what I ate and stuff like that when I was younger, high school years and stuff like that. I'm 24 right now. When I was like 21, I started gaining a lot of weight. I ended up being like 250 pounds and just really unhealthy. Couldn't really do much. I'd go up a flight of stairs and I'd lose my breath and stuff like that. So finally I decided one day that, I needed to make a change. I needed to make a lifestyle change. And so through a lot of trial and error and stuff like that, I finally lost a bunch of weight. I currently weigh like 180 pounds. And that really sparked my passion for health and fitness and well-being. So I decided that I wanted to make a career out of it. So through all the trying to figure out what I wanted to do for a career, I thought maybe personal training and stuff like that. And finally I found the Health Coach Institute, and I signed up for that, and I recently graduated, so I'm a certified health coach. And then Dan contacted me saying that he was doing this program, Get Fit 21, and it sounded really awesome to me. So I think it's going to be an awesome experience because it combines the health coaching, and it also combines a lot of fitness into it. So I got the complete, and I really like that. I've been using it a little bit already. But yeah, so I just have a big passion for health and fitness. I want to know more about that. I actually got to go because my boss is yelling at me.
Oh, well, you're gonna.
Hayward. So.
We don't want you to get in trouble, but you know what? You'll be able to go back and hear the recording.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
But we got to meet you, which was great.
All right.
All right. Ugh, going back to work on a Sunday night, really? Yikes. Okay, so I think that I also saw Tatiana logged in somewhere on here. Tatiana, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. Can you hear me? Because I'm still at the lake.
We hear you, but we don't see you. But as long as we can hear you, that's great. Maybe you can tell us about yourself.
The camera was on, but then it just cut off. Anyway, I am here in beautiful Canyon Lake, Texas right now. I live in a city called Cibolo, which is right outside of San Antonio. I've been interested in fitness and nutrition for a long time now. The first time that I had my I guess like experienced weight gain, well, of course when I had my daughter, but after that I like lost all the weight, and then I gained it back, and it was really no excuse because I was deployed and starving. So in the times of stress, I turned to food to eat because it was my first time active duty, and I was able to order food and eat what I want. Anyway, so I ended up losing the weight and gaining it either way. Over the last couple of years, I've just been losing weight and gaining weight and losing weight and gaining weight and losing weight, and it's just ridiculous because I know what to eat and what not to eat and what I need to do. It's just doing it. And I know how to motivate other people to do their weight loss. I do feel, though, I should look the part. So what I plan on getting out of Get Fit 21 is, I don't know, I want to kind of take a well-rounded approach to health and wellness. I've lived like a high-stress life, and that in itself has, like, I don't understand how I am not as worse off as some of the other people. So I want to, I guess, like, teach them how to, I guess, turn their stress and their stress eating and their whatever else is causing them to be unhealthy back into health, and to focus on them, and that it's okay to think about yourself every now and then. I mean, all the time. So,
Tatiana, first thing I want to say, though, and I know everybody will say it, I want to thank you for serving our country, because she's been deployed twice to Iraq and Afghanistan. And she is an amazing woman. And I really have so much respect for you, Tatiana, because you are not afraid to admit your vulnerability where you want to help other people, but you say you need to look the part. And I see so many people who are in the healthcare profession who don't look the part, who have no business coaching other people. And you know, when I would go into the hospital and see, some of the physicians that I work with, or even some of the physicians that I work with these big bellies and so out of shape, I'm thinking,
yep.
And so I respect you for facing that and recognizing that that's something you need to do for yourself before you can begin to inspire others. So let me tell you, you've been through tough stuff in the military. These coaches are going to whoop you back into shape.
I'm excited and I'm ready. As long as I can speak with it, I'll do it.
Head to toe. You got it. And you know what's going to be great about talking to you at the end of the 21 days is that your work ethic and discipline in the military has to be a certain level. And I know that you're going to do that here. So you're just going to have a great experience. I'm so thrilled for you.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Thank you for being with us tonight and joining us. I know you're away at a lake house somewhere, but thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so now, Michonne, am I saying that correctly? No, I didn't have to unmute you first. Wait, don't talk yet. There she goes. Okay, it's nice to meet you. Tell us about you, where you're from, what you're inspired to be a part of this, and all that good stuff.
Absolutely. So can everybody hear me?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So no, yeah, it is Mashona, but you're like a millionth person that's gotten my name wrong, so it's okay.
Oh,
But you can call me Shona or Shoni. That's just a lot easier. It rolls off the tongue a lot quicker, or a lot easier. So, but I'm from Ponte Vedra. I live in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida. So I have a little bit of background. Is I've always been in sports my entire life. I played tennis for a long, long time, and then after tennis, I got into the healthcare. Well, I wouldn't say healthcare, but I was in a gym where I was a manager. So I managed a gym for the last 5 years. And of course, when your whole entire management team and everybody in the gym is in shape, it was so easy to stay in shape and work out with everybody because everybody worked out. So it was like, if you didn't work out, you were a slacker. So I was always in shape. So fast forward to me moving, and that was in Texas, and moving to Houston or to Florida a year and a half ago. And now I'm a real estate agent. So I sit behind a computer, I crunch numbers, I'm traveling, I'm in my car, I'm fast food, I'm in Chick-fil-A, I'm always eating out. So that I gained probably 40 pounds in the last probably year and a half or so. And I gained and I lost like 10 or 20, and then I gained it back. And now I'm like, then I took Carla's spin class, and Carla was saying, and I was like, oh my God, this is going to be perfect for me. So I can like drop those 40. And, so that's what I'm really trying to get out of it, is just getting back to a healthy, like I know what to eat, but again, it's like everybody's problem when you're stressing, when I'm sitting behind my computer, when I'm talking about this house, that house, this house. And it's like, not to have my go-to is like something fast food all the time, but actually go and fill my refrigerator up with food, because my food, you open it, it's probably a bottle of water in there. That's it. I eat out all the time. So looking forward to just getting back on track with eating and nutrition and educating myself better, even or even just kind of getting enthused again about nutrition. Because again, working in the gym and with everybody, it was so easy to just stay on track because everybody was eating well, but kind of get back into it. So that's what I'm looking forward to doing.
I have a question about the spin classes, because I asked Carla about it. So I did my first spin class, and Carla said, it's okay, sit in the back and just move at your own pace. I couldn't walk for 4 days. I don't know how my butt, I don't know, you guys ever do these spin classes? I don't know how you do it. Someone said I have to buy my own seat. It's just.
Well, I did that, but after you get used to it, then it's fine. But I don't know. I've been working out all my life, so her class is challenging, but I love it. So.
Well, we're so happy to have you here, and I'm excited for you. Just like you were in the gym and you said hanging out in the gym, all the people kept you inspired and kept you on track. I want you to understand that's the same environment you're kind of in here. So this group is going to keep you super, super on track. So as I move into the next part of this conversation, one of the most important things to us was not putting a time limit on this conversation, because it's important that we know who you are and what's important to you and where you're from. And we didn't want to just make this brief, that part. We wanted to know what's important to you. I want to say a common theme that I'm hearing from all of you is that you want to learn more. You want to understand this process. And one of you made the comment, I think maybe it was Leslie, she said, like there's a beginning and there's an end. And, this is a very compact program. And you're going to learn a lot in the 21 days. And it doesn't end after the 21 days because it's going to spill over into more of your life. We have found through this program that we have an 80% retention rate. Of all the people that go through this program, the retention rate is insane because there's an element of it that they really, really love. And that's what I'm going to talk about right now, and that is the camaraderie. This is such a very unique environment where you guys are just meeting tonight intimately for the first time, and everything in life is about a relationship. It's building trust. It's building a relationship with other people. And it's all of us in this room counting on each other to go through these next 21 days, making sure that Leslie and James and Shauna and Cedric and D'Amica and everybody that's with us tonight, everyone has the most amazing experience. And it's our responsibility to each other. So this isn't going to be just about the coaches giving you lessons, curriculum, fundamentals, education. You're teaching too, all of you, because every single one of you that are part of this group have special gifts and things that you might do in your everyday life that might contribute to the group. And for that reason, I believe what makes up the most success for all the people that go through our program are the people that are every single day checking into the group. What happened? Commenting, posting a picture, whether it's of you drinking a complete, whether it's of you cooked something super healthy and you're proud of it, or it's of you walking by a bakery and say, you know what? I could have stopped, but I didn't. Inspiring each other, motivating each other. We are a team with an objective for the next 21 days. Just raise your hand if you're willing to commit to every single day, logging in, commenting, and being there for every single person that's in this group and never missing a day. And if you miss a day, it's okay because life happens. Come back in the next day and make up for it and say, guys, missed you yesterday. Here's why. And be accountable to us, because I can promise you the coaches are going to be pouring their hearts and souls into your successes. So what I want to do is I'm going to introduce you to your coaches, and I'm going to start out in the West Coast with Dan Coven, because he's on Pacific time, and that means he's probably starving because his wife is a great cook, and every time we talk about this hour, he gets hysterical because he gets so hungry. And I figured I'm going to let him share a little bit about his background. But before he does, I want you to know something. I met Dan, and we were on the phone so much, many, many conversations. As much as I interviewed him about his life, he interviewed me about my life. And we bonded and formed a very special relationship. And it's been a technical relationship and a phone relationship. And I just have so much respect for him, because I said I've never met a guy that is so in touch with his emotions. And he asked me, and I tell people whenever I talk to someone else with Dan, no one ever in my entire career asked me this question. He said, I don't need you to pat me on the back. I just want to know, why do you want to work with me? And I told him the reason I wanted to work with him was because he was in touch with his emotions. Most guys have, a little barrier about that. Not you, James, not you, said, but a lot of guys don't. And I love that he really is sensitive to when he teaches and when he communicates with people. So he's a wonderful guy from California, and I'm just going to let him tell you about himself and anything that he feels is important to share. Dan, it's all yours.
Oh my gosh, Jan, what an introduction. How can I possibly live up to those expectations now? My gosh.
You have to.
I have to. Look, and I'm wearing my Get Fit shirt. Did you see that?
Yep.
You guys, it is so amazing to be with you all and listening to all your stories. Welcome challengers, welcome coaches. We are going to have a phenomenal challenge over the next 21 days. Jan knows that I can be pretty verbose and I can talk and talk and talk, so I'm going to keep it really, really short, because also my welcome video has already been posted in the group, so you guys can go watch and learn a little bit more there. But anyways, my name is Dan Coven. Yes, I live in Huntington Beach, California with my wife of 14 years and our two cats, so we're pet parents. And if you're wondering why the door is a little slightly ajar, is because my office, it doubles as their bathroom. So I have to leave it open so they go to the litter box. But anyways, no, I've been in sales and marketing for about 25 years, and I always struggled with discovering what my purpose was. And as I got older and older and over roughly 4 decades or so, I'm not going to tell you how old I am or anything, but I finally realized that I had this incredible, insatiable thirst for fitness as well as health. And there was a couple things that happened a couple years ago that really, really brought those two things together for me. I'll talk about that on another call. It's not apropos here, but I enrolled into an institute, and I became a health and lifestyle coach. And the great thing about Get Fit 21, I'll be really, really transparent and authentic with you guys. In fact, most of everything that I spent nearly a year studying to get my certification is represented in the Get Fit 21 curriculum. It's all there. nutrition and exercise and habit change. And I just felt immediately at home. It was everything that I really, truly had a passion for, all rolled into a nice, compact 21-day program where we can all be, like Jan said, we can all form a camaraderie, we can form a community. And the challenges work if we all participate. You have to just check in a couple times a day. It's not going to take up too much of your time. And like each other's posts, comment on each other's posts. Take a quick little video if you're about to go in the gym, or if you're on the treadmill, or if you're pumping iron, or if you're making your complete smoothie shake or your healthy dinner for the evening. Take a quick photo. Tell us what's in it. And we want to know. That's the whole idea, is that interaction. This is a safe place, guys. So please just be yourselves, be authentic. You're going to have a great time. We've got amazing coaches in here. And at the risk of babbling on too much, Jan, let's meet the other coaches as well.
Okay, Dan, thank you. And great summary. And I know that along the way, people are just going to get the best of you, which is pretty amazing. I'm going to go now to Jacksonville, to that beautiful woman that we see sitting here, D'Amica. And I'm going to unmute you and ask if you will take a few minutes and share about yourself. But before she does, I met D'Amica, and I remember the first conversation I had with her was amazing. She is not only beautiful, but she's so articulate and so empowered with what she believes in, and accomplished in her career in sports and fitness. And I'll let her tell you about that. I don't want to take away her thunder, but I was so impressed with not just how passionate she was about her work in the health and fitness field, but I loved how articulate she was. And I could tell how detail-oriented she was. And when I work with people, I look for certain qualities. And I knew when I hung up that phone, I have got to be working with this woman. She's incredible. And she is. From every moment we've ever talked, I hang up the phone and I say to my husband, she blows my mind. So, D'Amica, would you share your background, a little bit about you and what you think is important to know?
So if you guys see me looking to my left, it's because he's right here. Hi. So thank you, Jan. I'm in Orlando too. I'm not in Jacksonville with Carla. Carla's in Jacksonville, right? But I'm in Orlando, and wow, I am a certified personal trainer. I have a business called iFit Wellness. I am a fitness and program coordinator for a major global corporation here locally. And I also have a leadership role in a local club here, a local health club. And I'm really excited about being a part of this journey and being a part of this coaching group, and just the whole experience. You guys have no idea. So there's a couple of things I want to say. Yes, I've been an athlete for all my life. Since middle school, I started playing basketball. I went to college on a full basketball scholarship. After college, I started competing in bodybuilding competitions. And so while I've lived a pretty athletic life, and people often, think that I lift and I'm shaped the way I'm shaped because I like muscles. But honestly, you guys, and this is the first time, Jan, that I've said this in an open setting, but I'm saying it because there are a lot of people here that are interested in health coaching. So I want to say this. I love to lift, not because and stay active, not because I want to look a certain way or because I've ever had any health conditions. The only challenges I've had have all been mental health. I was diagnosed at a very young age as a teenager with clinical depression. And then I've also struggled, I was also diagnosed with bipolar. And every psychiatrist has told me, had I not been attracted to physical activity at an early age, there's no way I would have been able to be as successful as I have in school or in my career. So ironically, God gave me a pathway or an interest or an attraction for something that was the very cure or the very medicine for what I needed in order to stabilize myself mentally. And so just to keep that perspective in mind, because there are chemicals that are being released when you are physically active. And so, just to be holistic in our thinking, it's not always a disease management. It's not just, I want to look a certain way. We also have to take into consideration that mental health plays a big part in being active and eating the right foods. So that's a little bit about me.
Tamika, with all the conversations we've had, you've never shared that, and I really thank you for that honesty. I mean, you obviously feel safe here, and I'm thrilled that you felt confident and comfortable to share that, because I think in this journey there's other people that have strengths that are going to really empower you on that level. As big as your muscles are and as big as your heart is, I think that your emotional muscle will probably be really nourished in this group with the next gentleman that I'm going to introduce, because that seems to be a direction that he's gone in his life. And this is a gentleman that I'm going to introduce from Texas. And he is somebody that I met through Dan. And that's what's so amazing about what I do. I don't know about all of you, but I love people. I love people. I love eating. I love martinis. I love going out. I love my dog. There's just I know the things I love. I really love people. I like talking to the old people in the gym when I see them. I always take selfies with them and, to make them feel important, and because it's fun. And took a picture of myself and an old man. He was 90. He was basically sleeping on the leg abductor machine. And I went over and I said, I want to take a picture with you. And it made him feel really good. And then I took that picture and I sent it to all my friends. Look at my workout buddy. He's 92 years old. But I just love people. It doesn't matter where they are in life. And I could tell that when I met Cedric, and I say Cedric because he corrected me after I called him Cedric for 5 minutes. He clearly got me set up on Ced or Cedric. And so what I loved about him was his desire to help people, empower people, inspire people. And he is super focused on emotional health. And he's probably going to get my head screwed on straight in some directions this month, which I'm really looking forward to. So, Ced, maybe you can share a little bit about your background and tell us what to expect from you.
What's up, everybody? Ced here. First thing I'm super excited to be here with y'all, man. First thing, one of the things you can expect, I'm just laid back. A little bit about me. I am a vet, so Tatiana, I can really relate to you. Although I was in the best of the best, which is the Marine Corps, so we'll have that little fight later on. So a little bit about my background, and I'll just kind of fast forward to after I got out of the military. Doing infantry and other special training there. Was diagnosed with PTSD. So I was a little depressed, but the major turning point for me was about 4 years ago. I was at the age of 33, and I was diagnosed with an aortic aneurysm and almost died. Thankfully, I'm here with you guys, and that set me on this path because I answered a lot of questions, on my way to the operating room, and I hadn't really done much with my life except traveled and carried a gun around for a couple of years. So after that, I actually found the Health Coach Institute, where I was certified as a health coach and personal development coach. And with that, I kind of became a speaker and started my own company, Body Disciples, health coaching and life coaching there. And then Dan brought it to me. Get Fit 21 And it just, man, when I said like, it just made so much sense to me because it had all of the same principles and tenets that we had at our institute, as well as a supplement, which, you know, a lot of people, and that's another mission of mine, is to get people to understand it's a supplement. You know, it's not taking over anything. It's just a supplement. And so it really, really made so much sense to me just to have another, if you will, tool in the toolbox to help reach people and motivate people about this health thing. Because for me, I always thought, you know, especially coming out of the Corps and being able to swim a mile every day was, oh, well, you work out and you'll be able to eat whatever you want to eat. And yeah, that wasn't the case when I was laying on the operating table, you know. So now it's all about a longevity of life. And that's why I keep looking over, because I got my newborn 2 months, you know, like I want to be around for him. And it's really scary for me sometimes, you know, knowing that I have some artificial stuff going on in there. So now I really, really have to be mindful of what I put inside of my body. And I just want to be around for this little dude. And, you know, and just for the world, because I have a message, my story, you know, that's something else. I won't go into all of that, but I have to tell the world my story, and I have to tell people about this lifestyle, you know, because so many people just want to get healthy, but they're not understanding it's a lifestyle. And that's, you know, and that's why we're here. But I have to say this, the only way you're going to get, well, I won't say the only way but the best way to get the best results out of this challenge is you have to show up every day. You have to interact. Because it's like going, like not going to class. If you don't go to class and you're not interacting with the teacher, you're not going to learn as much. But if you're interacting with the teacher, you're asking questions and you're telling them your problems, like, hey, here's where I'm struggling, or this makes sense, you're going to get more out of the class. And it's no different, you know. And that's how I'm looking at this Get Fit 21 challenge. And that's my thing to offer to you guys. If nothing else, you know, show up. Hell, I mean, let's keep it real. Like I told you, I'm laid back. Hey, you got to go to the bathroom and sit on the throne at some point. You can interact while you're on the throne. I mean, let's just keep it real. Let's be honest. Like, that's me. That's what y'all going to get. I'm not going to really sugarcoat it. We going straight to the gut, and we're going to keep it 100, as they say. But, you know, so it's really, you know, and I've gone through other challenges, and that's my biggest takeaway from the other challenge. Like, there really can't be an excuse when you look at it that way. So, you know, we if you're looking to get the most, post. Hey, there's another one-liner. I like that.
You know it. Said I can tell. I just adore you. I love your personality, and you just reminded me, like when you said you got to go to the throne and you have your phone. You just reminded me of when I was running through the Atlanta airport trying to make a connection, and I had to go to the bathroom really quick, and I ran to the bathroom and I was answering a text and dropped my phone in the potty. And so I'm very mindful of one thing, my phone in the potty. That reminder of that.
Yeah, that would have been a lost phone. That would have been a lost cause. I'm not going in after that one.
Oh my gosh, never forget that day. We're going to look forward to a lot of personal, emotional inspiration and communications that you can provide to us, because we all need it. You know, I feel like I'm an expert at what I do. I know I'm good at what I do. I really am. I love what I do, and I know I'm good. But I got to tell you, I have those down days too. And I'm looking forward to somebody who can fill me up, because sometimes it's hard to fill yourself up. So you can count on me showing up every day. You're right. They say that like 90% of your success comes from just showing up. So I'm going to say last but not least, now I'm going to get this right. From Jacksonville. I don't know, Tamika. I moved you to Jacksonville because probably Carla loves you so much she doesn't want you to be far away in Orlando. So, so what I'm going to do is introduce you to another super delightful person. And I met Carla and adored her immediately because for 25 years, I've been working with registered dietitians. diabetes educators, credentialed cardiologists in every phase of cardiology and internists, and probably the most skeptical physicians that I've worked with. I've helped them overcome their skepticism and embrace what we do. The only people that I always had the most annoying time working with were people in the field of dietetics, registered dietitians. If I tell you, they were the hardest breed to work with. Their heads were in the sand. They were like, nope, you can eat your nutrition. And I mean, there was just no getting through to talking to a registered dietitian. And when I met Carla, and I've worked with other dietitians over the years, but when I met Carla, I thought she was special because she was just an open mind. She was so forward thinking and progressive minded, and she's so bright. I mean, Carla, she's got her MBA. She's got dual degrees in accounting and finance. She's a very bright woman in addition to being really brilliant in nutrition and an expert. And I say an expert because she's serving in positions that, you know, like D'Amica, you got to be an expert at what you do to get these kind of positions. And so, Carla, having you as a registered dietitian nutritionist as part of this team is such a gift. Can you talk to us about you and let everybody see how amazing you are too?
Yeah, thank you, Jan. So I am originally from New Jersey too. So been in Jacksonville for almost 10 years now. I live in Jacksonville Beach. So like Jan said, my initial background was in the business field, accounting, finance, did it all for a couple years and just wasn't fulfilled, wasn't happy. And that's where I never really thought about doing nutrition and fitness as a career, even though I was passionate about it. And it was something that over the years, probably from like high school on, that I really started getting interested in, but I just never really thought about doing it as a career. I was like, I'm going to go to school and be a businesswoman and eventually, you know, maybe have my own business like my dad did growing up. And that was my plan. But I just wasn't happy. I ended up on the back end doing, you know, processing and Excel spreadsheets and sitting in like a dark cube all day. And I really didn't have a lot of interaction with a whole lot of people. So I found myself back in school for nutrition. So I graduated with a bachelor's degree in nutrition and dietetics from the University of North Florida here in Jacksonville. And a lot of people don't really understand what it takes to get the credentialing I have. So you not only need the bachelor's degree, but you need to be accepted into an accredited internship program. And it's not really your typical internship because you don't get paid. It's full-time and it's 1,200 hours of supervised practice. And I chose the Howard route, obviously, because that's just how everything goes, because I already had my master's and I didn't want to do a program coupled with a master's, and that was the only one UNF offered. So I actually did a distance learning program. I had to find all of my own sites. I had to basically come up with my own program. I had to travel all over the place to complete this internship, and I was fortunate enough to get matched to a program the first time I applied. It's about a 50% chance of getting one. So I completed that, and then you have to pass the national board exam. And then every 5 years, you have to have 75 credits of continuing education. So it is a lot. So it's a lot of training, and it's a very difficult credential to have and to keep. And then if you want to get anything else specific, like I want to be a certified sports dietetics, I need 1,500 hours in sports training. So trying to build that up. So that's kind of really very short story of my background. And currently I am working with everybody from kids to old adults. I am very fortunate to be found a position at the local YMCA in Jacksonville. So I travel all over. I have a bunch of branches I'm in charge of, and I do face-to-face nutrition counseling, which is one thing that I went to school for, and that's so excited to be a part of, doing presentations and being able to touch so many lives in the community and give back to the community as well, because the Y doesn't turn anybody away. And I also am getting into sports nutrition here as well, and then starting my private practice. So kind of like I said, I always wanted to start my own business, but I never thought it would be a nutrition business. So really fortunate to have met Jan and then incorporating Get Fit 21 into my life, and being able to get some of my spin people in and people from all over the country into this program. And I'm so excited for you guys to go through this program and learn so much about nutrition in 21 days, so much more than I could sit down and tell you in a face-to-face hour, which is so awesome. And I love that because education is what I'm doing and it's what I love to do. And that is such a great platform for that. So you guys are going to learn so much. And it's not even just the nutrition, but it's the mental health aspect that everybody else touched on. That's part of the reason why I got into nutrition. I struggled with my weight at a young age. I had 50 pounds, which is a lot in my 5'3" frame, back when I was in high school. So that is a big part of what I want to do because I want to help people do it in a healthy way, because I did it in maybe not the healthiest way at the time because I just didn't have any knowledge about nutrition. So I want you guys to be going through this process and knowing the right way to be eating, the right foods to be eating, the right timing of your foods, and then, incorporating that exercise and I know my spin people are, at the gym working out, working really hard, but I want that to pay off because 70 to 80% is the nutrition component. So excited for you guys. I am so excited to be working with this group of health coaches. Everybody is so amazing and so supportive. So you guys have such an awesome group here.
Carla, thank you. And everyone's looking to learn from you hardcore nutrition stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Pressure's on. So in conclusion, this is what I want to say. You see that there is tremendous diversity amongst the group. I love working in a multicultural environment. I've traveled the world working with this company. I've been in Hong Kong, Taiwan, Japan, Korea, India. I've traveled everywhere. I have friends all over the world that I've been able to touch their lives. And, not having to get on airplanes and travel around the world and be able to just be here in my home in a pair of gym shorts and having this conversation with all of you at one time is a blessing because it makes me grateful for technology, even though sometimes technology can be challenging. It makes me grateful that we have the opportunity to be everywhere in our crazy busy lives every day, but yet we can stay connected. And so I'm going to say that tonight, what you want to do is log into the Eatmovego group and see what the Prep Day 1 and Prep Day 2 content was incorporating. This is what is the beginning of every 21-day challenge, is you preparing properly. So before you go to sleep tonight, go in, look at the post from Prep Day 1, Prep Day 2, and then it's go time tomorrow. And you're going to see 2 posts a day from the coaches. One is going to be a nutritional post. One is going to be a physical activity post. You're going to be told about different guidebooks that are there. It's important that you review the guidebooks. You can't learn everything unless you review the information. I have found, for me, I love this nutrition guide. I printed it, I took a picture of it, and I keep it in my phone because if I'm ever somewhere and I forget something, I just look at the picture on my phone of the nutrition guide. I'm not a reader. I'm a more visual learner, and I learn by listening. So you'll hear audio lessons in the posts. When you're working out or you're in your car, listen to the audio lesson. If you haven't got the time to comment at the top of the day or the middle of the day, do not go to sleep without jumping in the group, commenting what your day was, and recognizing and edifying other members of the group when you see them making a post about what they did. Remember, we're going to go on the journey together. It is not just about you only. So if you don't show up, that hurts the group. So on that note, I'm going to say I don't want to keep you a moment longer. We have 2 minutes more that I allowed for this call, and I want to say that I did it in less time than I expected. So, guys, I just want to send you hug, kiss, all that. I really want to see you guys in the group every day with us. Let's have a blast, a really cool 21 days, and we'll be in touch through that. You want to have private conversations separate? You can do that with the coaches in private message groups. But otherwise, I'll see you all in the group. And I will post this recording for you guys to reference in the future. See you later.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
Bye.